Chicago Bulls guard Jay Williams. And Jay, here in Rockets land, you think of Calvin Murphy, Moses Malone, and of course the dream, Hakeem Olajuwon. But a new chapter being written right now here in Texas.
Oh yeah, you think about Clutch City, Hustle Town USA, but put all that aside. This team for the last several years has been on the edge of success. Let's see if they can take the next step.
And when you think of the Rockets, you think fun. This one could be as well tonight. Opening tip-off, won by the Grizzlies. Conley. Driving right to the basket. Took it down the lane, but it's no good. And now Houston has the basketball. Harden to Capella. Now ready to shoot at the line.
Guys like Gary Payton would always take ones early like this all the time. Number one, to see if they'll get caught. And number two, to leave a little mark on you to remind you that they'll be on you all game long.
Clint Capella has got 2 shots coming. A career 48% free throw shooter. Nope, first one does not go. Missed the second one as well. Across the timeline, it's Conley. He'll run the offense. Gets it to go. Could have been more. A lot of contact, but no foul.
I don't know if the scouting report has made its way out here yet, but if anything, it says you need to not let him get that close to the rim.
Anthony to Harden. Nothing going here on that drive. Nice pass to get things going.
Bodies bouncing all around on that layup with the offense winning that battle. But if the defense keeps up that kind of pressure, good things are bound to happen.
Anderson to Conley. Here comes the screen. Kyle Anderson matched up with P.J. Tucker. Open look, and he buries it. Defense has to wake up.
Okay, I saw a little bit of a handle there. But let's see if that confidence is still there down the stretch.
Paul into the front court. Down 2. To P.J. Tucker. Kyle Anderson with a piece.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
Rocking the rim.
The pass was really good, but what I love most about the play, Ed, was that every player that ran in transition had active hands, which means they were active targets. They provided a target for the player to deliver the pass. That's how you work together as teammates.
Marc Gasol sends it away.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
Referees called it. That was intentional.
It's way too early in the game to be intentionally fouling like that. Keep your cool, man. Calm down.
Conley matched up with Paul. To Gasol. And Carmelo grabs the rebound. Harden into the front court. Trailing by 4. Paul to Anthony. To Paul. Here's a chance from long range. His first effort off the mark.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Rockets in control of the basketball. To Anthony. Paul. Baseline drive. Goes reverse to lay it in.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Conley into the front court. Leads 4 to Jaren Jackson. Anderson. Conley. Can't connect. It's no good. Marc Gasol missed his first. That one goes.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Paul with it up top. 10-4 is the score. Count the basket. A lot of contact. No foul. The challenge defending a guy who can be a 1 or a 2.
We're not old men talking about this game. We don't define players by positions anymore. Is he a 1 or is he a 2? No, he's James Harden. He is a scorer and an elite passer.
Gasol with the fadeaway. Burns him for the basket. We get a whistle and a timeout for Houston as they'll go over some tactics now in this first quarter of play. New blood coming in for both sides. Austin Rivers. Bad pass taken away by the Grizzlies. Parsons defended by Tucker. Has a look. Shot by Holiday, no good. Rivers into the front court. 12-6 our score. That one out of bounds off a Rocket.
Hey, locked up. Screen come.
Conley has a chance, knocks it down from mid-range.
This has been a good first quarter for him so far. That wasn't an easy shot, but he was able to knock it down and add to their lead.
Rivers with the basketball. They can go 2 for 1 if they hurry. To P.J. Tucker. Gordon on the drive, but he can't get it to go. Clint Capella, 2 for 2. That's what you want.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
Jumper's good. Straight on 3 at the buzzer. That'll do it for the first quarter. The Grizzlies out in front. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter. Gordon with it. Margins 8.
Lock up. Here you go.
A lot of contact on that play. He plays through it and scores.
There you go. I like seeing his scoring coming from unlikely sources.
Conley works it up top. To Conley. Gets a look. Can't hit. Capella. To Harden. Chandler Parsons swats in.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
The shot clock expires. Plenty of contact. The shot no good.
I agree. I thought there was a foul, but also it's all about your approach. You can't come down the lane and jump off one leg. It's called a power lift. Go off 2 legs and expect the contact.
Split the D there, but he can't get it to drop. For 3. Rebound taken by Parsons. And a whistle.
That's just a blatant foul. Maybe he's trying to make a statement.
Looks like both teams are making substitutions.
That's his first personal foul. Team foul number 1. Into the game for
Jaren Jackson to Conley. To Gasol. Fine to shoot. And it's Melo with the rebound. To Conley. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
And look out.
If you didn't dunk that, then we would have to talk about it.
Conley into the front court. Up by 6. Nothing going here on that drive. Shot from the lane won't go. Anthony. He was all over him. Missed the shot. No free throws. To Conley. By Conley. With that, he's 5 for 9.
Look, as a player, this stuff happens all the time. No need to make this into something bigger than what it really is. Move on to the next play, get locked in.
Taking advantage of the defender. Nice ball fake.
Okay, that time it was effective. But a really good defender will put that in their memory bank.
And Jay, they call the foul.
Just a tic-tac foul.
Some lineup changes now for both clubs.
First foul in the final 2 minutes. Subbing in for the Grizzlies, number 1, Kyle Anderson.
Conley matched up with Paul. To Gasol. Anthony with the rebound. Harden with the basketball. Down 6. Paul goes to the left side. To Capella. Nothing going here on that drive. Clint Capella. 3 for 3 in this first half.
As my mother would say to the defender, A for effort, F for results.
Rockets have the steal. And count the basket inside.
And if you're on defense on that last possession, no need to look over to the coach's bench, hold up your arms, wonder what did you do. Everybody got back, everybody communicated, everybody pointed. It was just better offense than there was defense.
Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a 3-point play.
Ed, you ever bail out of something at the last second? That's what I saw right there from the defender. We call that no man's land. They weren't really committed to getting out of the way, committing a hard foul, or taking the brunt of the contact.
Mike Conley trying to cash in on the 3-point play. A career 81% free throw shooter. Free throw good. A 3-point play as they move in front here just before the break. To Anthony. He gets it. Jay, mixed opinions with Carmelo Anthony. How will you remember his career?
Well, as of right now, he's a catch-and-shoot type player. But for me personally, Carmelo Anthony will go down as one of the greatest isolation players of all time. Back in his Denver days, his earlier New York Knicks days, there was nobody better in an isolated set than CA.
Yes, Carmelo Anthony. Now the defense has to adjust. He's 4 for 4 to start this one.
Might have had an extra dribble or two there, but he got the shot he wanted.
To Conley. Clint Capella with the block. And that's going to be off of Anthony out of bounds. Conley. That no good, off the mark. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
And I know there's so much excitement about the play, but everybody looks at the player. More people need to pay attention to the guy at the end of the bench, the strength and conditioning coach, because this kid's been putting in the time and effort every day in the weight room.
P.J. Tucker at the line for a chance at a 3-point play. A career 74% free throw shooter. Free throw up and good. Gives him a 2-point lead. Late heave to beat the buzzer. First half comes to an end with the Rockets in front.
Thanks, Ed. Let's get right into the action here. The Rockets. Fellas, back to you.
Tight game through the first 2 quarters as we resume play here in the third. It's Rockets ball.
I'm here. I got ball.
Ooh, crisp ball. Quiet night, but 2 for 3 in the contest right now. He has that sixth sense that you just can't teach.
He's like a traffic cop, and he's navigating a myriad of bodies coming his way. And there's a smaller innuendo of the game that nobody talks about. When he makes a great pass, he'll tell the offensive player, shoot it, go up, dunk it. He will direct you and lead you to success.
Anderson. Going to launch beyond the arc. That's off the side of the rim, short. Tough make through traffic.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
Harden to P.J. Tucker. Trying to cash in. P.J. Tucker at the line for 2 shots. He's perfect from the line so far. First free throw is good. Second one off the mark. He goes 1 for 2. Across the timeline, it's Conley. His guy's down 3. And scores.
I don't know if the scouting report has made its way out here yet, but if anything, it says you need to not let him get that close to the rim.
Here's Paul. Brings it up the floor. Deep right corner. Nothing going here on that drive. Converts in the paint. Nice finish at the rim.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
Conley picked up by Carmelo Anthony. To Gasol. Nothing going here on that drive. To Conley. 5 on the shot clock for Memphis. Down low Gasol. And finishes strong. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
Nothing going here on that drive. Has a look. Anthony, a shot, no good. He was smothered and still gets it to go down.
Well, he finished strong because he was able to initiate the contact. When you initiate the contact first, you bounce off the defender, which balances you at the rim.
Yes, Carmelo Anthony. He's now 5 for 6.
And Melo will be the first one to tell you this. He's not ready to be a role player just yet. He can still put up points in bunches. Didn't shoot the ball that well last year, averaged around 16 a game, the lowest total of his 15-year career. Wow.
That one out of bounds off a Rocket, so it's going to stay with Memphis. Conley, down low Anderson. Fires the three. Not that time to Kyle Anderson. Gasol gets it to go. Someone clearly missed their rotation.
I'm laughing because when you look at Marc Gasol, he's not the fastest big guy in the game. He's not the smoothest, nor is he the best shooter. But you know what he is? He's prepared and he's experienced. That's why you can get you 17 to 18 to 19 points per night or more, and you get a tough low post presence.
Memphis with the rock. Conley to Jaren Jackson. Gets a shot up off the mark to Anthony. Right time, right player.
Can't teach height.
Conley into the front court. His guys now trailing by a point. They work it down to Gasol. Marc Gasol with that shot, he's 5 for 8.
Old school equals high percentage.
Now the Rockets will use a timeout as they'll talk things over in a one-point basketball game. Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes. Joakim Noah sends it away.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
Right down the lane, but the shot won't go. Nice follow-up on the dunk there.
I mean, if you have athletic ability like that guy offensively, as soon as you beat your man, if you don't beat him off the ground for the jump, you have no chance.
Tucker to Rivers. From long range. That's off the side of the rim, no good. And he's going to the free throw line.
I'm watching the coach's reaction right now, and I'll tell you, he's not going to be happy about that. The game comes down to the micro details. That wasn't a part of the plan right there.
Off the mark on the first free throw. Good bounce back. Hits the second. It's a 1-of-2 trip. Gordon with it. His guys trail now by 4. Paul to Rivers. Nothing going here on that drive. Paul. Almost, but no good.
I love when I see a good contest. You're crowding the player's landing space, which naturally makes him worrisome about turning the ankle on that landing.
Basket's good on the follow. Way to stay with it.
I was expecting the dish there, but way to fake that one and lay that one in.
Oh, good defense by Memphis as they come up with the steal. Over the line. Backcourt violation. Just inside the arc. At the buzzer. Cleans it up. Offensive board. 3 quarters down. The Grizzlies have the lead. Grizzlies get the first crack at it as we begin the 4th quarter, and they'll be looking to finish strong.
And when you play stingy defense on one end, the other end takes care of itself.
To Conley. To Gasol, down low. Scores from the post.
Ed, I have so much admiration for guys that continue to hunt their shot. They're playing the second half like it was the first 5 minutes of the ball game. Those natural-born leaders are guys that will consistently lead your team to the promised land.
Marc Gasol rejects it.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
To Conley. Layup goes down. Well done.
Let me tell you something that nobody will ever talk about. Did you see him slow down right before he was about to go up? That slow change of speed, that slight change was just enough to throw the defender off.
Runner's good there.
And attention to detail is everything for a professional scorer like that. Actually getting it done the hard way there.
Gordon with it. The deficit now up to a dozen. To Anthony. And scores. Strong take.
There are certain guys in this league that should be put on alert status 24/7 because either they're posterizing you or that attempt can still be a poster.
A shot no good on a drive by Conley. Anthony to P.J. Tucker. Perfect feed to set up the basket.
Look, there was barely any contact on that last play. I agree with the ref's no call. Let him play.
Grizzlies own the basketball. Conley guarded by Nene. The screen sets him up for two. To Anthony. And he finishes at the rim. Whistle and a timeout for Memphis. That's their first. Leaves them with one remaining the rest of the way.
You're going to see the best players make in-game adjustments on the fly. The intellect of some of these superstars is off the charts. Your ability to adapt and move forward as quickly as possible in the most efficient manner will determine whether you win this game or not.
Clint Capella snatching it out of the air.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
Big finish at the rim.
See, these are the type of opportunities the defense doesn't take advantage of. When that guy went up for that dunk, he cradled the ball to gain momentum. As soon as he brings that ball back to you in the cradle, you have to have active hands, get in there, strip that ball away.
And they called the foul. Jay, he was there too late.
The game is too tight for you to be taking risks like that. You want to avoid foul trouble at all costs.
Mike Conley, couple of free throws on the way. Hasn't missed yet. First try at the line, no good. So he goes 1 for 2 from the line after hitting on the second. It's James Harden once again. Carmelo driving, but his shot won't fall. Conley into the front court. Lead stands at 7. James Harden, huge block. Kyle Anderson defended by Tucker. Jaren Jackson to Conley.
2 minutes left in the fourth.
Has a chance. Knocks it down from mid-range.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
Tucker to Harden. Anthony. Carmelo Anthony. He's going to get 3 shots here. A career 81% free throw shooter. First one, count it. It's a second, one more coming. Knocks down all three at the line. It's Grizzlies ball. Conley. To Gasol. Throws it down.
And no emotion, just that ice-cold stare. That's a sign of somebody who's here to compete.
To Anthony. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Across the timeline, it's Conley. Up by 6. No good. No daylight. Great defense.
The contest was good, but you being a nuisance was great. Continue to be that gnat that no matter how many times you swing at it, it never goes away.
It's a big finish.
That might have been a little bit easier than expected there, considering the score.
Grizzlies at the controls right now. And counted at the rim.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here, because that was not an easy look.
Gordon with it. The deficit is 6. Anthony to Capella. Clint Capella. That's how it's done. He's 4 for 4 in the game.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
And he dunks it down for 2.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. To Paul. To the rim, lays it up and in.
Look at that, calm under pressure. You see a lot of guys rush those. Nice extra move there.
Conley into the front court. Leads 4. Cruises inside for 2.
It can only be one of 2 things here. 1, the defender ran out of gas. Or 2, this dude is just unstoppable.
Harden. No good. That's great defense.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
Grizzlies get the victory as they get a good win on the road. For Jay Williams and all our crew, I'm Ed Cohen saying so long for now. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.
Here we go with the EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Grizzlies won this game after a close finish. I could get into detail about their play calling and shot selection, but let's be honest. We all know that the dunks were the most exciting. I'd be surprised if the rim isn't a little bit bent at this point. The Grizzlies can point to these guys for their scoring output. The Rockets are probably frustrated with themselves after such a narrow loss. They definitely put in the effort down low, but it ultimately wasn't enough to turn the tide in their favor. Here are the guys who put up the most points for the Houston Rockets.
Game track. Field goals.
This was a matchup in which solid shooting was prominently on display. I definitely enjoyed it. Like I'm loving enjoying all of these highlights right now. Great job of effective, efficient scoring from these squads.
of the game.
Mike Conley gets the award for the most obvious reason, and that's his scoring output. He couldn't be stopped, and it was incredible to watch.
Who was cold?
What can you say about a guy like this? Except that he fits the title of this segment. He was definitely cold in this game. Here are the top plays.
Number 2. Number 1.
Take a look at the upcoming games for the Houston Rockets. On behalf of Ed Coyne and Jay Williams, this is Jalen Rose signing off.